walk-in, and he's not happy with it, but Tom's made the call. Perhaps it's Faker who's ultimately decided, but at the end of the day, he is going to be playing that Lovers duo.
Faker is no stranger to playing the Galio. One of my favorite Rift rivals was when Faker and Rookie were both there, both of them at the height of the Galio meta.
Yeah, I mean,
and looked really, really good. It's always been a treat.
Oh,
Lazy Feel, this is a treat for him and not one that he really wants. I think knows that he's dead as he throws down the barrier. There's the win becomes lightning. His owner is going to make sure that the Ezreal dies, and over the wall goes Sponge, understanding that moves over, gets full information. All right, there's the weave as well. Andal flashing over, looking for Carrier. Hasn't pressed that W just yet, as there it is. Into the wall they go. Seismic Shove is fantastic. Heroic entrance. Not getting the knockups they're looking for, but Andal's still in trouble. Carrier going to be going down first, though, as it's both supports lying on the floor. The barrier comes in. Lazy Feel is still going to get cut down by the feathers, and Ucal, oh no, doesn't manage to hit the rocks as the flash goes forward.
Did he get stopped because the rocks were still there?
I'm actually not sure.
Looked a little bit weird.
Well, we'll see maybe on the
We'll
replay.
check in.
I thought he just went back.
Oh no, there weren't any rocks.
Yeah, I think he just went back, but are you moving away that?
But it was weird, like, because you can't cancel Justice Punch, right? Like, so as soon as you're starting to do that, like, something had to stop him. But I was sure the rocks weren't there on the board for DRX. Have to see them find a bit of an angle here as Sponge even finding an interrupt on Carrier. There's a cease and desist as well. Seismic Shove pushes him back. Carrier's just dead. Heroic entrance.
How he's going to pilot this champ. He's already had one good fight as well, Doran.
Yeah, Rich going to be like fine in the ultimate. Immediately onto Doran here, and oh, Sponge. Perfect positioning once again. Continues charging, but that's a great...
Has another opportunity to grab an additional.
Yeah. Andal is level 6, did manage to make it there as the wall comes through. They're looking for Gumayusi. They will be giving away a few of these grubs, but Gumayusi is going to die. Does have to use all of the summoner spells as Ucal could almost just die here, and Gumayusi will survive. T1 take 4 out of the 6 grubs in the early stages of the game as well, and I'd say if you're a T1 fan, you're real happy with how that one went.
I mean, I told everyone he's the one you can trust.
Never mind. Maybe don't be... Oh, never mind. No, he's fine. He's the one you can trust.
And they ended up giving up the grubs as well. Now Rich is isolated. Sponge comes over, does have ult flash.
Yeah, let's see whether they can deny this first turret, because that'll mean feats of strength going over to T1. Faker. Let's see it. Okay, there is the public execution, and Doran will be going down first. Oh, they take their time! They take too long! And he's able to get the kill onto Rich. Sponge versus Faker here. I think it's probably still pretty good for Faker, despite the fact that he is Galio, not necessarily good at dealing with physical
first turret as well, which would be feats for them.
Yep, that's
they won't get it.
Strength. So T1 will be able to collect that one for themselves. We're on a champion that can just brawl with you early on in the game.
And now Doran's going to grab this turret as well. And man, T1 snowballing this gold lead. 2 turret. Yeah, I mean, I think in this fight the answer is no. They're just not set up for it at all. I mean, they're not even...
get almost towards the burn urn, perhaps. Unless he does go for, you know, something else. Could be a little bit more of a battle Galio, but that is going to be second.
Basically everything but that first dragon. And they're looking for more here.
Yep, Ona going in. Oh, the Seismic Shove is gorgeous, but he does have that Crescent Guard. They're trying to block these dashes. The Xin Zhao goes down as Rich zoning Gumayusi out of this fight. Sponge just getting the heck out of there. Red buff will be secured here by Doran, but he might die for it. That could be a little bit of a problem. Faker able to make his way out as there's a public execution, this time onto Faker, but he creates the distance he's looking for. Featherstorm comes through from Gumayusi. He's still at full health. As the heroic entrance, once again, not finding a lot of value. Decent knockup. Faker is likely to go down, but he trades for Sponge. Ucal's over the wall. The Seismic Shove onto Doran. He finds the big rock. Carrier, is he able to get out the battle dance? Says absolutely, because he just dashes all over the place, and they don't have infinite rocks. They don't have the most steadfast presence, but they do have Rich. And let's see whether he can grab a double here. The grand entrance is decent. Seismic Shove misses. And oh my god, they had like 20 health between them.
I mean, Guma held his flash until the very, very end.
Oh, True Shot Barrage. Oh, it gets him. And Carry gets taken down. Andal, big giggle for that one.
This is a big win though for DRX.
Oh,
I mean, they take a kill lead here. The gold lead is thinned out significantly. Only 2,000 behind. That'll get even smaller once this turret falls here. Rich will get the whole thing, but the rest of his team is already on his way out. I know, we have more.
Oh dear. Gumayusi's dead. There it is. Coming in towards his top side. And Rich is going to join, looking to try and get rid of Doran. There is still an outer turret up there. So he does have a bastion of safety he can head towards, and Ona could make this interesting. Keeper's Verdict comes down, as there is the public execution. DRX looking to dive on top of the jungler, but Sponge is already down. Meanwhile, there's a battle on multiple fronts. Doran and Carrier looking like they're almost winning as LazyFeel wants to take down Doran, and he will be able to get there. In the meantime, Rich is limping away from the battle, and Ona says absolutely not. And then Andil can do absolutely nothing. Gumayusi, he'll turn up extraordinarily late, probably just to help his team grab this Arakan buff.
LazyFeel is in no man's land as well. Looking for some damage here onto Guma, but I think his fate is sealed.
Yeah, let's see whether LazyFeel can make this interesting. Arakan is on his team at the moment as LazyFeel. Oh man, I got so excited that something could almost happen.
Yeah, a little bit interesting.
Yeah. Gumayusi pressed barrier, so I guess he got that.
Well, I mean, now he's done enough damage here to where they can't really Otacon safely, and they're going to have to back, so this area is so free to take. And DRX don't have the damage just yet. I mean, their Ezreal's on 2.5 items, but they don't have the damage to crush Otacon in return. They're going to look for a dive on a Faker instead.
Yeah, that was a little bit weird, that whole situation, as Sponge presses the ultimate button. Faker gets out of the turret range. True Shot Barrage is going to help aid it. And UCal not wanting to take any chances. He's going to use that ultimate just to make sure that they have as many people in the area as possible.
I mean, you get Faker, you should be able to get this turret. So you get something in return for that dragon that did go over. This took a lot of resources to do so. A lot of health bars getting low means it's tough to actually think this out. As Guma's splitting.
Yeah, he should be able to get this in a turret as well. Carrier is making sure that he's being as frustrating as possible as Andil finds a heroic charge. He's the only one here. Keeper's Verdict comes down. There's a public execution as, of course, Ambessa can show up at a moment's notice. Doran is just so tanky, though. He gets over the wall. No one's dead quite yet, but Gumayusi is now going to turn up, and now it's Ona's turn. Oh, he gets pushed into the seismic shot, but it doesn't matter. He is so tanky, it is absurd. And Doran is still raining these shock blasts forward. I mean, tank Jace is so frustrating, man.
I guess it's just a trick, man. It seems like you can kill Jace because you're used to killing Jace all the time, but you can't kill him.
He used to be tank. Well, he's not that tanky, I guess. If Richard comes and kills him when he's on like 0 health. That's a lot of value from that Featherstorm as the True Shot Barrage sails by. Sponge in the back of this pit right now. Another opportunity for UCal as the fists are doing the talking for Sponge here at this stage. Not enough dashes there, unfortunately.
Ended up cleaning up a lot of those kills there in that last moment. And
all right, we need a Gleaming Quill steal. That's what we need. Oh, okay, there's a teleport. Remember, if this goes down in favor of DRX, they don't care.
It's happening live, but Guma actually gets so much value out of his ultimate, but then ultimately still goes down. Okay.
All right, Gumayusi once again trying to get some value out of some stuff. Triple seismic shove, and down goes the Xayah, and it's a free ticket.
I mean, they're just feeling like because they have these reses, they're going to be able to take out Baron. Still fairly greedy here from DRX.
Yeah, a few things on cooldown now as Carrier is trying to battle dance around this fight. Andil off to the side, Keeper's Verdict. This could be so valuable, but instead he holds onto it. Heroic entrance coming on down there as they get a few knockups. Heroic charge onto the Galio, but he's so tanky. As T1, the more of these send homes that they can get without losing anyone, it's very important. 100 gold going over to Faker here as Rich. I'm not sure about that one, my friend, as he's going to dash around the fight and look for an opportunity to get something done, but he is just going to die as Doran likely to fall as well. A 1-for-1 as far as top lane. For T1, Carrier getting over the wall here as Doran, mega tanky. He's got his Spear of Sojourn now, so he's doing a bit more damage on top of everything, but man, it's looking a little bit frightening. All right, there's a Weave as well. Okay, UCal, that is an aggressive move. The True Shot Barrage doing so much damage. Another great shove, but Andil still going to be lying on the floor. Sponge goes in. It's going to be the secure of the soul, and this heroic entrance is looking pretty good. Still Ambessa trying to get some work done. Owner is so tanky, it doesn't make any sense. The rock's not going to be enough, but LazyFeel is able to get that kill in the end. He's going to have to be a real hero now, though, because there are 3 T1 members looking for him and UCal.
He's got his passive. Maybe he gets out.
Yep, Grand Entrance coming down. Seismic Shove is decent as Carrier. Will he actually go down? That's the question. He's trying to back, and it looks like he will survive. LazyFeel missing a bunch of buttons, and there's a flash forward from Gumayusi. 432 gold. Lying on the floor now is LazyFeel, unfortunately, and T1, they should be able to take what they want.
This doesn't feel like a pro game, Atlas.
This feels, yeah, this is fast and loose.
I don't even know what to analyze, you know? Aware of it. Rich going to teleport back in. This one more reasonable. Look at the flank angle here for Carrier, though. Unseen.
Oh, no. Andal's going to whiff it. They can't see the health bars as Heroic Charge might make up for it. Doran is so tanky though. Stop engaging on this guy. As Carrier will be able to dash his way out. True Shot Barrage almost managed to steal it. Seismic Shove onto 2 again. But they've got health bars for days. They've got buffs all over the place. And DRX are just running out of hope in this game.
I think a lot of why this game looks so weird is because both of these teams have such a defensive advantage through these choke points with the taunt, with the rocks, with the shoves. But T1 are just so far ahead at this point. They have positional advantage there. Carrier is going to get caught. I don't know how much it matters.
Yeah, LazyField, yeah, he's going to be flashing away from that one very quickly.
That's going to be an inhibitor going down here.
Oh, there's the flash taunt. Going to connect onto 2 of them. In goes Andal, though, to try and stop this one from happening. But LazyField, in the blink of an eye, he disappeared. The Ambassador as well. Sorry, Rich. But it's a gray screen for now, and it looks like T1, they may not be stopping here. They might just be finishing this game off. Their first win on red side, and a pretty good sign if you want Baron to make a comeback in terms of the battle of the groups. The world champs finally on the board here with a victory over DRX here in game 1 at least. So I guess not necessarily finally on the board. Still need to do it one more time. This was a